ברוכים הבאים. כל השונה הלכות בכל יום, מובטח לו שהוא בן עולם הבא. 30 יום לפני החג, 30 days before Pesach, it's incumbent upon us to start studying the laws of Pesach. That turns out to be on Purim itself. Okay, we're a little late, but let us start learning the laws of Pesach. Even though the Gemara doesn't tell us, but the Shulchan Aruch does, that we should start cleaning our house before Pesach. Why? Because if we do not clean the house and do not put it in order, then our b'dikah will be very, very difficult. And we might not be able to finish the b'dikah by Pesach. The b'dikah has to be done the eve of Pesach. Eve before Pesach, I'm sorry. And if the house is not clean, then I have to go through everything and make sure that there's no chametz. That could take hours upon hours upon hours. But if everything is masudar, everything is in order, then it will not take that much time. And I will be able to fulfill the b'dikah in its right time. Therefore, it's a mitzvah to start preparing the house and cleaning the house. Our women, our Eshet Chayils, are all very careful with this mitzvah. And it even has spread to the outside world. And it's called spring cleaning. That is one thing we have to be careful with. The other thing is that when Pesach comes in, 30 days before Pesach, we start collecting monies for the poor. We want everybody to celebrate Pesach properly. We want them all to have matzot and wine and meat to enjoy, of course, the Seder. Therefore, in days of old, as it is the custom today, to start collecting what is called Kimcha de Pischa. Kimcha de Pischa was the community would buy not only flour for the matzot for the poor, but all kinds of food prepared for the poor people. The Mishnah in Pesachim tells us that it was the obligation of every city to have a soup kitchen to make sure that each person had also 4 cups of wine. When it comes to Pesach, the Seder has a foundation which goes according to the order of drinking 4 cups of wine. One for Kiddush, one for the story of Pesach, one for Birkat HaMazon, one for Hallel. Each section of the Haggadah has a cup of wine serving it. Therefore, every Jew has to have 4 cups of wine at the Seder. This was the obligation of every city to make sure that every Jew, be it poor or not, had these 4 cups of wine. And the monies were collected from 30 days before Pesach, right after Purim. When we have Sukkot, or any other holiday, or any other mitzvah, we don't find it the responsibility of the city to make sure that everybody has lulav and etrog. We don't make it, we're not obligated to make sure that everybody has a pair of tefillin or tzitziot. But when it comes to arba kosot and also the candle lighting for Hanukkah, that is an obligation of every city, every town, every village to make sure that all the residents have the means to afford these mitzvot. And maybe the reason is because these mitzvot are based on Pirsumei Nisa, publicizing the miracle. And we want the miracle of Hanukkah to be publicized. We also want the miracle of Pesach to be publicized, that every Jew should know that God, with all his love and mercy for his people, took them out of the bondage of Egypt. Therefore, that becomes an obligation on every Jew to make sure that his fellow Jew has what is needed to celebrate properly. My friends, there's a story which I heard from my Rosh Yeshiva, that a poor man came and asked, Rabbi, please tell me, Pesach is coming up. Can I use milk for the 4 cups? I can't afford wine. And the rabbi went into his tzedakah fund and gave him hundreds of dollars, or maybe really hundreds of rubles. The Rebbitzin saw, and the Rebbitzin was aghast. Honey, what did you do? He said he didn't have money for wine. Can he use milk? Four bottles of wine maybe is only 2 rubles, maybe. And you gave him 100 of rubles? He said, my Rebbitzin, don't you understand? If a person is going to make a seder on milk, that means he has nothing. That means he doesn't have a chicken and he doesn't have any meat. Therefore, wasn't I right to make sure to give him enough money to buy the meat and the potatoes and the vegetables and maybe even good matzah? Therefore, I gave him not just money to buy wine, but enough money to really celebrate Pesach. May all KOLLEL Israel enjoy all our holidays, and may we be the ones to give and not take. Bezat Hashem should give us bountiful blessings, and we zocheh to spread those blessings around. Bezat Hashem, everybody have a very good day and a very good week.